Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for coming. This is Pierre from Mezco Toyz, and we are at the pre-Toy Fair event 2017. And today we'll be looking at all the 112 items that we've got coming out, some of which have come out already, some of which are being revealed here for the first time. So on this top shelf, items that have all been seen before, Green Arrow is shipping now. You guys should be seeing them at retail now. Both Flash and Shazam are coming soon, and as you can see, they're all packed with a bunch of accessories, as we like to do with these figures. They are at a relatively high price point, but we'd like to think that we're adding enough into them that it makes it a worthwhile purchase. The shelf below that, we're showing our DCU Joker. Again, I say it's our take on the Joker, but it's a fairly iconic looking Joker anyway, so I think we're good. Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. Again, all these figures are fabric component clothing, so all the articulation is hidden for the most part. Also got revealing Wonder Woman here from her solo film. She will have an alternate head, which we don't have out on display here. You can see her accessories, her shield, her sword, lasso. Bottom shelf, all new reveals. Ash from Evil Dead 2, and two zombies from Dawn of the Dead, from the original '78 film. Both the Flyboy zombie and the plaid shirt zombie. Top shelf here, you're seeing Batman. So I know we started this line with a Dark Knight Batman figure, Frank Miller. And this is the first time outside of the movie stuff that we've had a chance to do our take on Batman, which is really the point of the line, is our take on these characters. So this is our Ascending Knight Batman figure, and our plan is to do three Batman figures that cover the arc of his career. So this is his beginning, and then we'll have a sort of a mid-career Batman where he's sort of got everything figured out, all of the tech makes sense. And then the last figure will be him as an older, sort of heavier set guy, kind of like the Frank Miller Dark Knight. I really like the storytelling that goes into this figure, but also goes into the overarching theme of the next two figures in the line. Deathstroke, who just went up for pre-order recently, he'll be coming out this summer. And again, I know Matt here is going to zoom in and take a look at all the accessories, but they all come with extra heads, extra hands, extra weapons that can be stored all over themselves. He's got a sheath in the back for the sword, a gun holster on his hip. Shelf below that, we've got Darkseid, who we showed at San Diego last year with a light-up feature. It'll be similar to the armored Batman that we did for San Diego last year, where that feature is all self-contained in the head, so the eyes will light up. He's got alternate face plates, because that was the only way we could sort of separate that out for different faces. So you can actually take his face off and put on a sneering face or an angry, battle-damaged face. And again, he comes with alternate hands, the mother box, Omega beams. Superman next to him, perfect foil, hero villain for Darkseid. He's coming out this summer. He's been in development for a while, so it's exciting to see him finally coming out. Comes with a bottle city of Kandor. He's got bullet ricochets, which are actually magnetically attached to his shield. He's got magnets in his shield and magnets in these things, and they should stick. So we'll get a close-up of that later, but that's a pretty cool feature. Shelf below that, we're doing Diabolic from the classic Italian comic series. Space Ghost, who should be out this spring, hopefully, finally. It's been a long time coming, a very cool figure, but very complicated, so there have been some delays with him. And we're revealing Popeye here for the first time, which is just very cool. We did a Popeye line, geez, almost 20 years ago now. And it was sort of one of the hallmarks of our company. That line is sort of iconic for us, so it's very cool to be dipping our feet back into the Popeye pool. So starting down here, we've got a continuation of the Star Trek line. We're unveiling our Dr. McCoy figure, and if you get a close-up, you'll notice that he actually has his pinky ring on. He is the only character in Star Trek who is allowed to wear any jewelry. The actor himself, not the characters within the show. That was a personal ring that I think given to him by his mom or something like that. And anyway, Gene Roddenberry didn't want any of the cast wearing jewelry, but he got to wear it. We actually sculpted that on his finger, so that's pretty cool. The shelf above that is items that we've shown before. We had Spider-Man at San Diego last year, Punisher, who's shipping now, and Daredevil is also shipping now. Top shelf, the beginnings of our reveals for Marvel characters. We've got Iron Man. It's our take on the classic Iron Man armor, so it's definitively classic, but it is definitely sort of teched out and modern looking. And then Doctor Strange, who has a posable cape, a wire in the cape so you can pose the cape, and a bunch of different spell accessories that can sort of wrap around his hands so you can pose him like that. And then up here, we are sort of revealing the fact that we have now started partnering with Marvel on their live action stuff. So we have got the Daredevil here from the Netflix show, and we are working with them on other live action properties. So in the catalog, you'll see that we're teasing Thor Ragnarok. We're doing a handful of characters from that. We've got other characters in development from their live action properties, which we're super excited to be involved in. Can't wait to see where that goes. And we'll have more to show at San Diego, not a Toy Fair, but San Diego will have much more stuff. Next name is Red Skull, who's up for pre-order now and should be shipping relatively soon. We're unveiling Wolverine. So for the longest time, we didn't have access to mutants. We could do pretty much like 80% of the Marvel Universe previously, but not mutants. Now we have access to most mutants. There's a short list we can't do for some reason, but the list we can do is long, and there are some great characters in there, starting with Wolverine, who's always been a favorite of mine. So we are unveiling a brown and yellow Wolverine. We're doing several variants, as we always do. So I won't spill them out here, but you can use your imagination and see where we might go with a character like that. Next name is Deadpool, who'll be out this fall. He's up for pre-order now, so check the website for that. And then the shelf below that is Ghostbusters that we had at San Diego. They're going to be coming out next year, and at this point, I'm not sure if they'll be individually boxed or packed as a box set. That's something we still need to figure out, but they are still coming, rest assured. So thank you guys very much for coming. I'm sure we'll see you again at Toy Fair next week, but it's always good to see you guys. Thank you.